Hello and welcome to Positivity Island here on Backchannel. My name's Kate Cocker and he is...
Hi, I'm Will.
He's Will Dell, everyone.
Will
He's
Dell.
producer Will. Positivity Island is the glorious extension from a podcast that I do called Everyday Positivity. Okay, I say I do it, but it wouldn't happen if it wasn't for Will. So Everyday Positivity is about creating and maintaining a positive mindset. And as a listener wrote to me this week and said, every day you give me hope. And so on Positivity Island, that is what we are here to do. Bring you joy, bring you positivity, help you create and curate a positive mindset so that you have joy and you can make good decisions and you have hope. So what have we got coming up on the show today, Will?
Oh my god, so much great stuff. Obviously, we've got today's episode of Everyday Positivity. We're just sort of winging it. We've got a question, you've got a chance to win some stuff, and of course we've got some uplifting news, we've got some trivia, and we just want to have a chat, really.
Yes, we do. We really would like to have a chat. But we'd like to have a chat with you as well. So if you want to take part in today's show, like Lara, who says, I'm here.
Love that.
Then you can take part live here on Backchannel, because Backchannel is the only place that you can listen to, watch, and talk to your hosts absolutely live. All you have to do is ask your Amazon Echo show to say whatever it is you want to say. Stacey, for example, this morning said, Eliza, say hello to Will.
Hello. Hi, Stacey.
I know. Hello. Hi, I'm here too. Hi. And Sunny said, Eliza, say good morning. And then Stacey came in with, I hope you're feeling very well today. We're feeling very well today, and I hope you are too. If you are watching in the Everyday Positivity Facebook group, hello, please leave comments on the Facebook page there, because we can actually see you and we can talk to you, and that would be great to do so. And if you are watching on YouTube live, hello, like Lara, who says, I'm here, you can comment on there as well. Oh, Stacey's been in touch and said that she's not feeling very well. Her chest is hurting today. Well, you know what? Let's tap into that unconscious mind of yours and send it some positive vibes to help you to heal. What'd you say, Will?
Yeah, that was me sending positive vibes. I hope they come through your device.
Thank you very much. So, Will, what's been going on the last few days?
Oh my goodness.
Let's just do a little catch up.
We had the weekend since the last time
Yes,
we
we've
spoke.
had the weekend.
I ate a large piece of cake.
Oh my goodness. You and I realised that we'd had a cake
It was a cake weekend, wasn't it?
So, have you got a picture of your cake?
Not one that I can show. But I'm going to describe it to you anyway. The cake is called Bruce. It has a name. Think of Bruce Bogtrotter from the film Matilda. It's 24 layers of like chocolate cake and icing. The one slice of this cake costs 12 British pounds, which is about, would you say, $15?
Yes, that's about $15. And it was incredibly tall. It was about 30 centimetres, 12 inches tall, I'd say.
About 12
about
inches
a foot tall.
So I didn't eat the whole thing on my own. I
No.
shared it with my housemates, and even then we couldn't eat it all in one day. We had to share it.
And this makes the icing sound like there was loads, but every layer of cake had the same thickness of icing between it.
Like
and how many layers were there? 12?
24.
24
or 12 layers of
layers.
each if you want.
Yeah.
Like the layers themselves were quite thin, but the cake as a whole was massive.
Yes. So the cake pieces was thin, I'd say about a centimetre. So yeah, it was a big, yummy cake.
JD said, Stacey said thanks for the vibes.
And who would eat a tall cake that really isn't very healthy? Well,
I would say so. It's okay. I didn't eat the whole thing on my own.
I
shared it
know,
with my
right?
housemates.
And it's not very healthy. But the thing is, everything in moderation, including moderation. So you have to sometimes just let your hair down a bit, which I will tell you all about in a minute, because I properly let my hair down on Friday.
You certainly did.
So we'll have stories of Kate letting her hair down, her very short hair down. But yeah, the cake was amazing, and I'd had I think you and I had a cross interplanetary cake moment, because meanwhile in Manchester, while you were getting your big slab of cake, of which 4 of you tried to eat it and couldn't finish it, I was walking home from my I was coming home from my recording on Saturday morning, thinking, oh, I really just want some cake today. I should go to the shop. And then I thought, no, I can make some cake. So I got home and my daughter had already started making cake.
As if she knew.
And she made a 4-egg cake in a 2-egg tin, so it was very tall.
Big cake, big
yeah, and
cake.
it was chocolatey and yummy, and we ate a lot. It was quite small, to be fair. It wasn't quite as grandiose as yours.
In comparison.
Yeah.
JD said, "Good morning, Kate and Will. Thank you for making your great podcast every day."
Oh, thank you
Thanks, JD.
for listening. It's so lovely when you get some. We've had a bit of week of people saying nice things about the podcast. So my ego, if I can't get out the door after this session, because my head is growing ever so large, but it really, I always love it when people feedback about the podcast, what I'd set out to achieve. So when I go, I really just want the podcast to be a place where people can remind themselves to be kind to themselves, because when we're kind to ourselves, the world is a better place, right? And when someone gives you feedback that says, oh, it just changed the way I think about things, or it's helped me to be nice to myself and all that, I'll just go, yeah, boom.
And
boom, love it.
It's nice, isn't it? Because we can see the numbers. We know that people listen, but it's nice when people write things and say, oh, I really enjoyed today's episode.
Yeah,
so
thank you, JD. That was really, really lovely. And Stacey said that the guided sleep that I do as well, or that we do, I always say I. It's because it's my voice, but it wouldn't happen without Will. So when I say I, maybe I mean Kate and Will. There's no I in team, but there's one in Will.
There's at least 2 in everyday positivity.
Eyes?
Yeah. Positivity.
Yeah. I was going, every day's got none.
No, positivity's got a bunch.
So Kate, guided sleep skill helps me to sleep at night. Oh, I love that. We were talking about that the other. Oh yeah, it was Liv. Liv talking about how Karma's got these sleep things in. I was sitting there going, I should tell her about our guided sleep, but I thought, no, we'll let that go. Sunny has been in touch. She has said, Eliza say, or she might be on backchannel.tv actually.
I think she probably is.
Sunny says, oh, speaking of egos getting too big, I got way too many compliments at the pottery shop last week. Apparently I'm pretty good on the pottery wheel. Now, we talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah. Well done. What did you make?
Wheel. What did you make? Tell us what you made, Sunny. And if you've got pictures, get them on the old Facebook.
Stick them up.
Lara's on YouTube. She's saying, I've been looking to these openings on Tuesday and Thursday, and this is the first time I put myself a reminder in, as I really wanted to jump in. Thank you, guys. It is gorgeous to have you, Lara.
Thanks so much for being here.
I'm here.
I imagine like jazz hands, maybe a confetti cannon.
Yeah. So shall I tell you? Oh, Tense Bobcat has also discovered the Alexa thing, I think. So, I've said it out loud.
You said Voldemort.
Oh my goodness, the Eliza thing, because I've got a few messages from Tense Bobcat saying, Eliza say hi. Eliza say hi.
Hi, Tense
Eliza
Bobcat.
say hi. Like that. That's so funny. Right. Sunny says I made a Japanese matcha tea bowl. Photos incoming.
Amazing.
And Gav Davies with us in the Facebook group. Hello, Gav. Hey, peeps, he says. And Lara says, thanks, guys. Oh, we've got everybody's notes.
We could just spend an hour just chatting to everybody, couldn't we, Kate?
I know, it's so lovely. What should we do? I'd like to know what's made you feel good. Because you know what? What's given you an ego boost? It's a safe space here. You can show off as much as you like, because I'm the eternal show off. I made friends with paddleboarders, remember, by going, I could do a headstand.
I can do that.
And they went, go on then. I said, okay, because I'm a show off as well. Like that. And then made a load of friends. So yeah, let's do a little bit of an ego boost. Tell me what you are feeling good about today. What's happened this week that you've gone, that was really good. Let me know by asking your Amazon Echo to say, don't forget that's the key word, say, I baked a great cake. Or if you're on YouTube, make sure you just put in the comments, using the comments. If you're on the Facebook group, use the comments there as well. And if you cannot do any of those things, head to backchannel.tv because you can be part of the chat there. Tense Bobcat says, what are your guys' names?
I'm Kate.
And I'm Will. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
Okay, what are you smirking about?
Nothing. I was thinking about what gave me an ego boost this morning, and I've not had a chance to tell you that. That was
okay. Go on then.
So Today, if you're not watching an extra, today I'm wearing a new linen shirt that I bought that I quite like because I've got a meeting after this, and I've been wearing it all day. And I wore it to our morning meeting that I have every day this morning, which is not. I don't usually dress up for these meetings. I'm usually still in just like sweatpants and a t-shirt. And somebody, Helen, in our morning meeting said, "Oh, Will,
Helen,
you're looking especially winsome today." And I just thought, yeah, you know what? Yes, I am.
good ego boost.
I'm looking pretty great today.
And then, what about the
Oh
show
yeah,
with
and
the
Kate
gentleman?
yesterday. Kate, so spoiler alert, I'm in Kate's house. I saw
Yeah,
Kate yesterday,
he's downstairs. I'm upstairs.
and Kate said that my shoulders were looking broader, which I think they are.
They are. They're looking broader.
So my ego boost is that I'm hot.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's the end of the show. No, I'm joking.
That's all you need to know.
That's it. That's all we need to know today. Shall I tell you about my Friday fun?
Please. You were up to all kinds of trouble.
I did. I've got a very lovely group of friends called the PMA Ladies. And the PMA Ladies are one of the founding groups and reasons why Everyday Positivity, the podcast, got set up, because I joined this group of ladies and I was astonished by how much they supported and championed me and helped me and were wonderful. And so originally, in its original form, Everyday Positivity was going to be called Everyday PMA, but we realized that actually no one would search for PMA. Most of the time, people would search for positivity. You might need to adjust your camera. It's hard to see all of your head, says Gav Davey.
Oh.
Is that me?
Don't know. Oh, maybe you're being maybe you get hidden into the Backchannel logo.
That's behind the Backchannel thing. Maybe I just need to do this. Go a bit lower.
You could be on this side, but then it would be Will and Kate, and that's not right at all.
Okay, there we go. I just feel really little now. Oh, look, you can see. I'm starting to go see-through because of the green screen. Okay, anyway. Right, here's my head, everyone. And so we went out. It was one of the girls is getting married. And so 9 of the 14 of us went to Chester races. And I don't know that I need to tell you any more other than it was carnage. No, it wasn't carnage. It was great fun. And it was a real tonic, actually, because while we obviously did enjoy a little tipple, we were all on fine form, and we went to a bar after the races that was playing music that we all knew the words to. You Could Call Me Al came on, and I thought of the Everyday Positivity community, because to me, that's an Everyday Positivity song.
Cute.
And then Proud Mary came on. Got a new job in the city.
Oh,
And
yeah.
get the whole bar dancing to Proud Mary. You'll have been very proud of me.
I am.
And then I swapped dresses with the hen.
As you do.
I know, but it was just one of those raucous days, you know, when you feel like you've properly let your hair down. And, you know, the outcome was that Saturday morning I woke up and had a little cry. But then Sunday morning, after I got over the slight tired and emotional part of a day of drinking, please drink responsibly. On Sunday, I went for a walk in the morning and I just came over all amorous and started messaging friends that I hadn't seen for a while, going, I just want you to know that I love you and that I'm so grateful for your friendship, and I'm sorry we've not been in touch for a really long time, but you're really important to me. And it was just a really lovely awakening. I felt really connected again.
That's nice. It's nice, isn't it? And it's a theme of tomorrow's episode of Everyday Positivity.
Yes, it is.
Gav said I was making a big-headed joke.
Oh, I see. That's a great joke. Right,
That was funny. That's good.
You might need to adjust your camera because your head's getting massive, Will.
Because my head's too big. It's funny.
Yeah, very funny. Will needs to button up his shirt.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a family show.
Absolutely. Did you want to talk about the new Doctor Who while we're here?
I just want to say that I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Okay, we're done then.
That's it. If you've got any...
What's the name of the new Doctor Who?
He's called Ncuti Gatwa. He's only 29. And you might know him from the Netflix show Sex Education, in which he's hilarious. And I think he's going to be an amazing new Doctor.
So the role of the Doctor is to be a bit like this. Screwdriver. So
Aliens.
he's going to be playing that role, do you think?
I think he's going to do a fantastic job. And I think he's going to attract a new audience to a show which has been going on for a long time. and I'm excited to watch it.
Great. Stacey's chivying us. If you would like to chivvy us, all you have to do is ask your Amazon Echo to say, isn't it time for the question about the statements that Will made on Thursday?
Sorry, producer Stacey. We were just having too much fun chatting.
We're just catching up. It's been a while. You would have thought you stayed here yesterday.
No,
right.
although we just had lunch.
I know. Can I just say that Will has reached the point at which I can message him while he's in my house and ask him to put the oven on?
Yeah, just put the oven on.
That's the level of our friendship now.
I can try. It's a very complicated oven.
Yeah, it was a very complicated oven. Right. Okay. Let's do everyday positivity first. So, have you ever had a moment in a conversation that has made you go, oh? Moments that happen in conversations. You can be part of a group and the group is talking away and working its way out around the topic that you're talking about. And so you're listening to someone else as they're talking and they say something and all of a sudden you go, oh, right. And in that second, life just reorganizes itself and something makes sense. This happened to me last week. I was really privileged to be in the presence of an executive coach called Danny Donachie. He's worked with lots of really high-performing sports people and he brings a lot of spirituality to his practice, real mindfulness. And there's just something in the way that he talks about things that make you do that. Oh, right. And collectively as a group, we were talking about how we prepare for things, how we like to get planned, how we like everything to be ready for things like meetings and stuff like that. And one of the groups said, I really hate feeling like I'm winging it. And then Danny said, well, I like to think that I'm not winging it. I like to think that I'm being present. Game changed. Oh, life reordered itself. And it reminded me that actually the game is about being present in a moment, focusing and bringing your energy to that moment. What if we were never winging it? What if we just got present? What did you think when you heard that episode, Will?
I really like this idea of being present because I am really guilty of having half an eye on the TV, having one eye on my phone. Like I wear a watch where all my notifications from my phone comes through to my watch. So it's literally like, you know, it's always going off. So I'm definitely guilty for not being present all the time when somebody's talking to me.
Interesting.
So I think it's just a reminder. Apart from UK, you always have my undivided attention.
You were looking at the messages then as someone was talking. You were telling me that story. It was quite funny. I was interesting.
No. You're allowed to if it's here. So I think it's just a good reminder to make sure you're present in your conversations, in your relationships. Give somebody your undivided attention for a minute.
I think we've forgotten how powerful attention is. So since I met Danny, he's been on a couple of podcasts, actually. One of them is Mo Gaudat's. I say Gaudat. Is it Gaudat? I don't know. Mo Gaudat's podcast called Slow Mo. Look up the Danny Donachie version of that. I listened to that today. And I literally stood up in the middle of my kitchen and went, right, I'm going to learn how to meditate. Because our attention is shattered. And I mean that like it's shattered into pieces of like shards across the day. While that episode was playing, I picked up my phone to check my messages. While I'm talking to you, I'm thinking about what's going on later. And attention and focus, I think, are superpowers. And it's something that in the last 24 hours, as I've been thinking about it more, I was like, what if you could go into the day and just completely choose your state? Like, what if you decide, this is my state today. This is what state I'm in. I'm attentive, I am present. And then that's it. Like everything works backwards from there. So often I start my morning going, right, I've got to get this done. I've got to get that done. am I going to have enough time? Actually, I constantly think I just want my life to be calm. Well, hang on a minute. Why don't I just be calm?
And I'm a sucker for
focus to control that.
I know that I'm always thinking about the next thing that I'm going to do. Okay, so after I've done this, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do that. And I'm just like, concentrate on the thing that you're doing right now and you'll be fine.
There's Thursday's episode. What's next mode?
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to get into what's next mode, not because what's next mode is actually, we call it what's next mode. A friend of mine, I'll explain this in the episode probably on Thursday or Friday, but I've got a friend who, when he's being helpful, he'll just come back and go, right, what's next? And so we call it what's next mode. But what that actually means is you're just focusing on the task in hand and then you go, what's next? So once that task is done, then it's what's next. So you need to go into what's next mode rather than while you're working thinking, oh, I've also got to do this, I've also got to do that. Shift that focus. But yeah, no, I thought that moment with Danny was really incredible. And the more I've looked into his work, the more I'm thinking, right, can I get a session? I'll get a session.
Yeah.
But that feeling of focus and that feeling of presence. And the other thing about that is, winging it is something that we're all really afraid to be doing. We're worried we're doing it all of the time. We feel like we're winging it.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we don't have to be prepped. And that comes from the fact that I often feel like I need to be prepped before I get to a situation. Whereas actually you can get there and be cool, be happy,
Yeah.
and trust yourself.
Because there is such a thing as over preparing, and sometimes you just need to back yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you can do this.
Yeah, you got this.
And it's not winging it, it's just trusting yourself.
What is going to happen today that you can't handle? Oh, there's another one. What's next mode?
These are really just brainstorming sessions for future episodes. This is what happens
Well,
here.
no, it's in my mind because I've got to write the next few.
Yeah.
So that was good. What will happen today that you can't handle? There we go. Cool. So on Thursday, play your little statement jingle.
Oh, I don't have that one.
Oh, do you not? Sorry.
No, because we only do that before the show. We can have a jingle.
On Thursday, I don't know what it is about Thursdays, but there's just something that gets you on a Thursday.
Something in the
You
air.
have to have a little rant, don't you? You have to go, right, the world needs organising.
It just needs putting straight.
Putting straight. And last Thursday, you did your will statement.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was about something about your name, wasn't it? It was very personal. Yeah. We've all got something that we have a pet peeve about our name. We all do. But Will, no further questions. I'll take no further questions at this time, except we all asked him loads of questions.
That's fine. That's all. Just from you guys.
Had a pet peeve about his name. And I want you to tell us what that was. So tell me and Will now, either on the Backchannel feed in the stream, as I call it, get in the stream, or on the Facebook page or group, or in the YouTube channel. First one to get it right wins a sticker.
Stickers.
What was Will's pet peeve about his name? If you're watching on Amazon Echo, yes. If you're watching on Amazon Echo show and you're in the US, you can ask Backchannel to say the answer. So you would say, Eliza, say the answer. We call her Eliza because we changed the name to protect the space-time continuum. Eliza, say, and then whatever that is. Or bob it in the chat. Bob it in the chat. That's a northern phrase, isn't it?
Just bob it in.
Just bob it in the chat. Bob it in the chat on the Facebook group, or pop it into the comments on YouTube, or if you're at backchannel.tv, you can write it there. So, first person that can tell us what was Will's pet peeve about his name. Go.
In the meantime, hello to Raymond. Raymond said, hello, guys. Hello, Raymond. And Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning, Raymond. Good morning, Elizabeth. We keep doing this thing where we sit and we wait.
I don't think anybody can remember.
Maybe no one can remember. It'll come through in a minute. The internet will catch us up. So in the meantime, should we crack on with some good news? Otherwise, Stacey's going to be on to us.
Stacey's going to be on to us. And come back on Thursday because I've got another statement. And I'm just thinking about it now is already getting me riled up.
Oh, no.
I know. It's personal.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not personal. It's just something that I'm finding it difficult to wrap my head around, and I just need to get it off my chest. Okay.
Well, maybe it's less of a statement and more of a help. Cry for help.
Okay, let's have some good news.
Okay.
A 2,000-year-old Roman bust has been bought. Easy now. An old Roman bust has been bought from Texas Goodwill.
Let's not do that every time.
For $34.99.
Say that again.
So, a 2,000-year-old Roman bust has been bought from a Texas Goodwill for $34.99.
So, is a Goodwill store like a thrift store?
The Goodwill are a chain of thrift stores that people can donate to.
Okay, cool. So $34.99. Whoa. Okay, so
for a
how much is it
2,000-year-old
worth?
thing. So the woman who found it, she's an antiques dealer. She bought it for, let's call it $35.
Mhm.
And took it home. And this is kind of like what she does. She goes to these antique stores, tries to look for the best deals, tries to look for anything that she thinks might be valuable. Found this like a bust is like it's like a statue, but it's only the head and shoulders. Do you think that's a good way of describing it?
Yes, I do. Yes.
So she took it home, started doing some research, figured out it was 2,000 years old, and
What
it had
the
come from
what?
Rome. It was like 100 years ago. It was in a German art museum, and apparently it was brought to the United States by a World War II soldier. And they've been trying to figure out how much it's actually worth, more than $35. But really, nobody kind of knows because it's so old and so, like, what was it doing
Well,
in the
I'm
Goodwill?
assuming it's only worth as much as someone would want it for,
Yeah,
unless
I
it's
guess.
magic.
They didn't mention any magic, but we don't think we can rule that out. So the current bid is like $35. The next bid might be significantly more than that. But what a great find.
What a great find. And also just it's the sort of thing that you sort of wish that you find.
Yes. So every time you watch, like, we've got tons of these antique
Bargain
shows.
hunt.
Yeah, Bargain Hunt,
Antiques
Antiques
Roadshow.
Roadshow, where people just take the stuff they've got lying around their house to get evaluated, and lo and behold, it's worth
Yeah.
millions of
£4
pounds.
million.
One
But it was
day,
just a jacket.
yeah, I try and guess. I remember playing this game with my mum where you watch it and try to guess how much it's worth. And it was like a wooden spoon, and we were like, "I'll give you a quid for it, a pound for it at the most." Then it was like, "No, it's worth 100,000."
I think this is a thing. I think this is a thing, right? I love the games that you play with the people that you watch telly with. So if you've got
Yeah.
any game, so that's a game, isn't it? So I bet, did you pause it to check? Right,
No,
pause.
we just got it in before they said.
Fine. So we have games. So we would do what's the latest game? So on The Apprentice, you know when they
Big
do The
fan.
Apprentice and they
Yeah.
set the task at the beginning, pause it. What would you do?
My favorite thing to do. And it's not. I don't even do it deliberately. It's just who I am as a person, and I just get so like MasterChef.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't believe they're doing that. I can't believe they're using that flavor combo. And meanwhile, I'm just sat at home eating instant ramen, judging that they're using powdered whatever in their dish they're using, or judging the business strategy that they're using on The Apprentice. I get very judgy watching TV.
Very judgy. We play games.
Thinking
So
that I can do better.
the other game. See, Raymond says everybody used to do that when they used to watch NCIS.
NCIS, yeah.
What happened in NCIS? Was it pause, work out what's going to happen next?
Like work out
Game.
who the
Who done it?
victim was, yeah.
We
who
also
did-
used to have another game that we used to play when we watched 24. Hands up who remembers 24. Oh, right, okay.
I've
So
heard
do you
of
know
it.
the premise of 24?
It's like a hospital show? No? Okay, it's not a hospital show. Oh yeah, no wait, it's doesn't like the whole series take place in 24 hours or something?
Correct. So it's
In a
Kiefer
hospital?
Sutherland plays Jack Bauer, who's like one of the top guys at the counter-terrorist unit based in LA. And every series is some sort of threat on wherever they are, and every show is an hour long, and every show is minute by minute, right? So the
Yeah.
game that we used to play is that because we used to watch it on the box set, but obviously when it went live out on telly, there were adverts in there. And at the end of each section, it would be like 1, 24 and 32 seconds. And it would go beep, 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 go to advert. But because we'd never have the adverts, we'd then pause it and guess what the next time was. What's the time going to be? What's the time going to be? That was my other TV game.
The best one that I've seen that I've not played is where you stick a fake mustache on your TV and you wait for it to line up with somebody's face. And then you just all laugh.
Oh my goodness, the activity's just changed. Oh my goodness. That's my favourite thing I've heard all day. Let's all get a fake mustache and put it on the telly
Stick it on the TV screen, and then every time
That's a version of pin the tail on the donkey. That's like
Yeah.
Tom Selleck the telly.
Tom Selleck the telly. I like that.
That's brought me
funny.
so much joy. Right, we've got completely off the
I
main
know.
cast. 2,000-year-old relic. Elizabeth agrees with me. Something is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it. Everybody I know, and she should consider donating it to a museum. I think that would be a really good thing to do. And then going back 4,000 conversations ago, Sunny says the Goodwill story is where Will's mum found her son. Next bit of good news, please, Will.
The bird of prey, California Condor, is making a triumphant return to the northeastern coastal redwoods. We love a redwood tree, don't we, Kate?
We love a redwood tree and we love a condor.
California condors are back soaring over the Redwood National Park in Northern California 130 years after they were last spotted.
Wow.
It's a long time ago.
Wow. So, did I tell you about the bird of prey thing I went to at Warwick Castle?
Tell me now.
The falconry show. I always cry at a falconry show.
Okay, you cry a lot.
I do. I'm a very emotional person. I cried the other day in a meeting and I was like, I'm just going to keep crying.
I'm just going to go.
I just, this is who I am.
It's happening.
But no, the bird of prey, the falconry show at Warwick Castle, they had a condor, and I've never seen a condor before, and they are quite astonishing.
Yeah, big.
Well, their wingspan is about 4 meters or 10 foot, right? So they are the biggest flying animal, I think, in terms of wingspan.
They're the largest North American land bird.
There you go, largest North American land bird, and it's funny because when we went to California a few years ago, we spent 2 weeks in California driving around, and we'd see these birds of prey in the sky, and I go, oh, it's just a buzzard. It's just a buzzard. Tim would be like, it's an eagle. It's got to be an eagle. It's an eagle. I'm like, nah, it's just a buzzard. It's just a buzzard. Anyway, I think we were going for 14 days. And on day 12, we looked it up and realized there's no buzzards in California.
But okay.
I don't think we saw condors, but I think we did see an enormous amount of vultures, which is what I was thinking were buzzards.
So I think it's maybe it's a dad thing, or maybe just an older, not that your husband is old, but an older man thing, where any bird is the most rare bird that you've seen. And my dad does it all the time. He's like, oh, I just saw this really rare bird. There's only 100 in the country. And it wasn't. He saw a pigeon. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just far away and his glasses are dirty. Like, no, you didn't.
That's like the time I thought I saw a UFO and it was just a reflection of a light on the window.
I see ghosts all the time, and it's always a jacket on the back of my door. As far as I can
I'm very
tell.
pleased that the condor is coming back. All these, when we think about it, I think when an animal is able to repopulate in an area, whether that be through human intervention or not, that to me is a great representation of hope, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's always a good sign.
Yeah, I think I do love a bird of prey, and I do love birds. I haven't seen very rare birds though that were pigeons, and but what we do have down south is you never used to see kites, not the let's go fly kite bird kites, and they have repopulated them. And so the other week when I was down there and I was driving to my parents' house, honestly, there was like 5 or 6 in a row every time.
Yeah.
Kites are brilliant though. They're the ones at the falconry exhibitions where they throw the food up in the air and they catch them upside down with their feet. And if you do watch them long enough, you can see them in the wild having fights with other birds.
Yeah. We see them. We get quite a lot in Leeds. I see them fairly often.
With their forky tails.
With their forky tails, yeah.
Rare birds.
Colour. Okay, next.
Oh.
Hot Wheels has launched its first remote-controlled wheelchair toy.
Okay, I want to know about this.
Okay, good. I'm going to tell
you.
you.
So Hot Wheels, what's Hot Wheels?
You know what Hot Wheels are.
I know what Hot Wheels is, but for those that don't know, what's Hot Wheels?
You're funny. Hot Wheels make little toy cars that you can race. Back in my day, when I was a wee lad, you put them on like a track and they swooped around.
On the wall?
Yeah, on the wall or just on the floor. But now they're making like more and more remote controlled ones, which is what this is. The toy was made in collaboration with 5-time wheelchair motocross world champion Aaron Fotheringham. difficult to pronounce. He's like a Paralympic athlete, and he's well known for like the stunts that he does in his wheelchair. So they modeled the toy after him. It was crafted to like mimic some of the stunts that he does, and that action figure looks like him in his wheelchair, and it's got like a little ramp so he can do tricks off it like he does, and it's just about about inclusive toys, isn't it?
Yeah, can't be what you can't see.
Exactly. Good news.
That's very good news. And I love that everyone's like, Kate, Hot Wheels are a brand of car. Everybody knows what they are. Thanks, guys. Just trying to be inclusive, making sure people aren't feeling left out. If I ever explain something or don't explain something that you don't know what it is,
we'll hear about it.
Stop me. Put your hands up firmly and say, Cocker, you need to stop. Raymond says, I'm in a chair and I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I guess that's okay. Sonny said that's pretty neat.
I like it a lot.
I like it too.
The other thing I discovered this weekend was when I finally got my Sky TV back and I can watch Formula One, they're also broadcasting the women's Formula One.
Oh, nice.
I know. So I was like, what is this now? I didn't even know it existed. Maybe I could be a Formula One racing driver.
I think you would be no, I think you're too timid to be a Formula One racing driver.
Weird.
Not timid, but maybe polite. But no, you go ahead.
No, I can be gritty when I need to be.
Okay, good. I think you would need to be.
I played dads and lads football, rugby netball at the weekend because it was my son's final.
You said 3 sports. Which one was it?
They called it rugby netball because it just meant that everybody can play and there was no tackling. So it was with a rugby ball, but when you got the ball, you stopped.
Right. Oh, that's good. That's fun.
Yeah, I know. And I really enjoyed it because I got to run into people and things like that. So I am a bit cutthroat. I'm not a winner. I'm definitely good at being second place.
Oh yeah. There's nothing worse than a sore winner.
There's nothing worse than a sore winner. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Sore losers, sometimes you can be forgiving. Sore winners. Yeah.
Just be quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Right, here we go. I want to hear this Dolly Parton news. Every day, twice a week, we ask you to come up with Dolly Parton news because she is the spirit animal of everyday positivity and the saint of Positivity Island.
Yes. And twice a week I manage to come up with it. Some would say that sometimes I'm clutching at straws, but none of those people are in this room, so that doesn't matter. Queen Latifah has received a nice little letter from Dolly Parton over her TV appearance, TV performance.
Nice.
So Queen Latifah said, I got over Christmas a nice little letter from my girl Dolly Parton, who said, you're kicking butt on that show and you're badass. I don't know if I can say that. And we say this all the time, is how nice is it to send a card to your friend, receive a card. Great. Exactly.
Do you know what I found really interesting about doing that little exercise of voice noting friends and saying how much I appreciated them was how much it impacted them.
Yes.
I was really obviously pleasantly surprised. I mean, I did it because I wanted to be nice, but I also wanted to kind of go, I'm really, it was almost a thank you and a sorry. It was like, I know I've been really busy and I know I've not put what I needed to put into this relationship. And I'm sorry about that. It's kind of what I was saying. But I was saying, I love you and thank you for always being there. And I've been so busy and I've looked up and you're all still here. And that matters to me so much as a friendship goes. And nearly all of them replied saying, that nearly made me cry. That made me cry. And I'm like, we forget that people just don't say this stuff to each other. You forget, you might think it, and you might think that people know that they're appreciated or know that they're good at what they do. But even Queen Latifah needs a little message to say that she's a badass. It's like, that's amazing, isn't it?
Even if you do know it, it never hurts to remind somebody that they're doing a good job, or that you appreciate them, or
you think they're brilliant.
Yeah, I'll never forget this. About this time last year, I was going through a bit of a tough time, especially with some personal relationships. And my best friend Sophia sent me a
We love
postcard.
Sophia.
We do. She sent me a little postcard of her dog, and she'd written a really cute message on the back of it. And she sent me a packet of sweets, and it was just so nice and unexpected. And I still think about it to this day.
I did this is tomorrow. Is that tomorrow's Everyday's Positivity? I did an interview with a lady called Fegan Murray who lost her son in the Manchester Arena attack 5 years ago now, in a few weeks' time. And she said that she likes to try and do something kind every single day, because she said someone had said to her, if you do something, a random act of kindness every single day, imagine how different the world will be if everybody did one thing that was kind.
Yeah.
And so she said that what she does is, like, if she lets a car out in front of her, for example, that day, as that's her random act of kindness, in her brain she goes, tick.
Done it. That's good.
Tick. And she said, try and just think tick at least once per day. I was like, that's amazing. What
That's
a great
nice.
legacy. We'll spread that far and wide, that one. It's always so nice to be know that you are loved by a friend, says Raymond. Yeah, and we don't always say it to each other. God, the power and the energy and the joy that you can give to someone just by saying, listen, I really love you. Well, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Kate.
I appreciate you. I like to pay it forward, says Gav.
Yeah.
Gav, we love you. Pay that forward. Go. Oh, what a lovely set of good news. So let's do a little summary of what we've learned already this morning. We have learnt that Queen Latifah needs a big up from time to time, even Queen Latifah. Hot Wheels has launched a remote control wheelchair toy, which we love. The Condor is back, baby, in California. And a 2,000-year-old bust is winging its way around the world. That's seen a lot of stuff, hasn't it, that bust?
It's been around for that long, it's going to have seen some things.
Don't forget that you're not winging it, you're just being present. And Will's statement has still not been sorted. Whatever you think Will's pet peeve was about his name,
let us know.
Then let us know. First one to let us know wins or tickles. Okay, is it quiz time?
I think it might be quiz time. Do.
Play the song.
Oh, let's have the thing. That's it. It's time for the pop quiz. I was thinking about
I
something
didn't know what was going to happen then. Should we start the quiz? Do you want to go? Do you want to try to introduce it? You try to introduce it. Off you go.
Okay, here's the pop quiz. It's about 6 questions. They're all multiple choice. If you want to play along, there's 5 questions exactly, no more, no less. They're all multiple choice. Please play along. It's just fun. There are no stakes. If you want to play along, all you have to do is, if you're watching on an Echo show, you can see Kate and I and the questions.
Yawning.
If you can see Kate, who needs to take a nap. The command to give to your device, you say the name of your device. We call her Eliza to protect the space-time continuum. Followed by the magic word, which is the word say. So Eliza, say, and then whatever you think the answer is. If you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, you can comment in the comments box, and we'll see your answers that way. Or if you're watching on an audio, if you're listening on an audio-only device, you can go to backchannel.tv and you can chat along with us there. Are you ready for the first question?
I sure am.
Okay, I sure am.
Kristen Fraser is here as well. She sure is.
Okay, question number 1. Rihanna banned fans from bringing what items to her UK concerts in 2008?
Oh, I think I might know this.
I think you can figure this one out. Rihanna banned fans from bringing what items to her UK concerts in 2008? If you think it's phones, Eliza say A. If you think it's umbrellas, Eliza say B. If you think it's hats, Eliza say C. If you think it's crumpets, Eliza say D. Kristen's here. Hi, Kristen. We just said that, I know, but hi.
Who's Insomnia Doodles?
I don't know. On YouTube, hi, Insomnia Doodles.
Hi, Insomnia Doodles on YouTube. Oh, Miranda says B. Raymond says B. Sonny says B. Gav says B.
Yeah, Kristen's saying B.
I think I nearly just did a did you know on our own quiz. I nearly said something. Did you know that Cinderella's name is Ella?
I did know that.
Because we did it in the
Because we
quiz
learnt
the other
it
day.
on
I've
trivia.
just socially done what I always hope people do with the quiz, which is,
Yeah,
did you know?
did it to yourself.
Did you
Okay.
know? I'm gonna say it's B then. Umbrella Ella Ella.
It was Umbrella
Yeah.
Ella Ella's. Basically, obviously, Rihanna danced on stage with them, and she didn't want people copying her in the crowd and having somebody's eye out, so they banned them. Obviously, because Rihanna has a song called Umbrella. Duh. Okay. Question number 2.
Oh, I'm looking forward to reading this out loud.
Kate Cocker. You're mean. I actually know it because I'm a big dog. Which mythological god has a hammer called Mjolnir? If you think it's Zeus, Eliza say A. If you think it's Horus, Eliza say B. If you think it's Odin, Eliza say C. Or if you think it's Thor, Eliza say D.
Well, I'm going to go from not my mythological god understanding, but from my Marvel Cinematic Universe understanding, and say Thor, like Sunny is. Eliza say D.
Yeah.
Gav says D. Elizabeth says D.
Mjolnir.
I don't think he's
Mjolnir.
called Mjolnir in Thor.
No, I think they just call it the big hammer. Okay, so everybody's saying Thor, Thor, Thor. Don't be Thor about it if you got it wrong. But it is Thor. Thor is the correct answer.
Whoop whoop.
Don't be Thor about it. Do you see what I did? Like
Yeah,
sore about
don't be
it?
Thor. Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on.
Don't be a Thor winner.
Yeah. Okay. Which animal's name, literally, I love this question. This is my favorite question in the world. Which animal's name literally translates to earth pig? If you think it's hippopotamus, Eliza, say A. That's the command you need to give to your device. Eliza, say A. If you think it's aardvark, Eliza, say B. If you think it's platypus, Eliza, say C. If you think it's axolotl, Eliza, say D. Which animal's name literally translates to earth pig?
I love an axolotl.
Yeah, they're cute. Little cute guys.
Yeah. I think people are saying B.
Miranda said A. Thanks, Miranda.
Well, I was going to go
King
A,
Fox.
so I'll go with Miranda. But now people are saying B, and I'm looking at the word aardvark. I wonder if aard equals earth and vark equals pig.
Could be.
It could. Do you know what language it is?
I know nothing.
Oh, I thought you knew something. Raymond says B, Kristen says B, Miranda says A, Kate says A. Who's gonna be the deciding person?
Okay.
I think Elizabeth said B as well.
Okay. What's your final answer, Kate?
My final answer is A.
Okay.
It is
aardvark.
aardvark.
Aardvarks. I know a lot about facts about aardvarks now. Aardvark is a medium-sized burrowing nocturnal mammal native to Africa. Unlike most other insectivores, that means it eats bugs. It has a long snout, which it uses to sniff out food.
And go down tunnels.
Yeah, like it's a cute little fella.
Yeah.
Raymond, that's just a guess. We get it. We know.
So you didn't. I think that sounds like Nordic aardvark.
Aardvark. Yeah, it could be. But if they are native to Africa, maybe it's an African language.
Maybe.
We need an etymologist.
We do.
I'll call up Susie Dent. Okay. Question number 4. What does CGI stand for in the film world?
Ooh.
If you think it's computer generated image, no, I stressed the wrong word. If you think it's computer generated image, Eliza say A. If you think it's cinematic generated image, Eliza say B. If you think it's camera generated image, Eliza say C. Or if you think it's crafted generated image, Eliza say D.
I think A. Sunny says A. I'm going to go with that. Sunny, because she knows everything about computers.
Elizabeth said A as well.
Yep.
Computer generated image. I'll give you 30 more seconds to get your answers in. Kristen said A as well. CGI, Gav saying A. Okay, we all seem pretty confident. It
I've got
was
the yawns on.
computer generated
Oh
image.
dear.
It's because you finally sat down.
Yeah. Yeah, all the coffee's wearing off.
That as well. Okay, final question. You ready? Vilnius, is that right? Vilnius?
Yep.
Vilnius is the capital city of which country? If you think it's Romania, Eliza say A. If you think it's Bulgaria, Eliza say B. If you think it's Lithuania, Eliza say C. Or if you think it's Bosnia, Eliza say D. Vilnius is the capital of which country?
I'm going to go D. Oh, Raymond's gone D.
I think it's D, Bosnia. Raymond says D. Elizabeth says
Elizabeth
Lithuania.
says Lithuania. I'm still reveling in the fact that there is a Rome in every continent.
I feel like that fact really blew your mind from a week ago.
Yeah. Next time my husband says he's going to Rome for a rugby game, I'm going to go,
So
which one?
How often does your husband go to Rome for rugby games?
Probably been twice in the last few years.
That's fun.
He's either in Toulon or Lyon this weekend, and he's not sure which one.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I know.
A lot of people saying D. Kristen said D. Miranda said D.
From where we're sitting, Gav's the only one that said A. It's almost like a wild stab in the dark.
I would be guessing at this. If I didn't know the answer, I'd be guessing.
I'm going to go D as a guess. Right, go on then. Let's see what it is.
It's Lithuania.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Well, Elizabeth wins the big cheese today.
Vilnius is the capital and largest city of Lithuania with a population of 592,000.
I would like to know if Elizabeth went Lithuania or Lithuania.
Lithuania.
Yeah.
How certain were you?
How certain were you, Elizabeth? Let's find out. Listen, thank you for taking part in the show today.
It's gone so fast.
It's gone well fast, and it's always lovely to have a bit of a chit chat with Will and for you to be part of it. Shall we do the positivity activity?
Let's do the positivity.
The point of the positivity activity is to give you something that you can do to actively maintain your positive mindset. Things like I've suggested before are going for a walk, doing something that makes you laugh, writing a self-care list. And today's was going to be, I can't remember what today's was going to be. Today's was going to be lift the corners of your mouth into a slight smile. But you know what will make you smile is if you get a bit of paper, colour it in moustache colour, cut a moustache shape out of it, and then stick it on your telly and wait for a character on the telly to have a moustache. I think that nothing would bring you more joy, because it's like the joy of the anticipation of it happening, the joy of it happening, and the joy of it not quite working, and then it does work brilliantly.
There'd be like a moustache on somebody's eyebrow.
Eyebrow moustache. All of those things. So I think today, if we can all do this today, imagine what a great world it would be to create a little moustache, get a little bit of blue tack, stick it on your telly, and boom, instant joy. Elizabeth says, thank you. This is the best way to start the day. Raymond says, that's too funny. That's too funny. See, I told you, look at the joy it's already bringing. Sunny says, thank you very much for the show. Kristen says, pure silliness, lol. Absolutely. We are back. Will and I are back with it. Will's back with another statement and a stickers rollover.
Yeah.
You get 2 packs of the same stickers. If you listen to Will's statement and then get the question right on Tuesday. At 10 a.m, which is in 5 minutes' time, Jam and Renee are joining you. You'll be hearing from them and you'll be having lots of laughs with them. At 12 noon, this is the Anthony Davis Show with Anthony Davis. At 2 p.m. at Eastern American time, your pal Hal is with you with Hal Rudnick. Your pal Hal with Hal Rudnick. And then at 4 p.m, Mario Smith will be taking you into the evening. Don't forget to take part on your Amazon Echo show. All you have to do is ask a Backchannel ask Eliza to say hello. to the people that are on with you. Raymond says it's always fun over there too. Get on with Mario. It's always a giggle. We'll be back on Tuesday, same time, same place, 9 a.m. Eastern American time. Have a great day. You have 100% got this.